Ah, Earth. We've called this beautiful space rock home for a while now. And with how quickly technology is advancing, the idea of interstellar travel is seeming more and more possible, even though we've only been to our moon, which in the scale of the universe is probably how far your mum will travel in her lifetime. There's an infinite, ever-expanding universe just waiting to be explored. Space is awesome. You know what else is awesome? Fighting hordes of extraterrestrial aliens and intergalactic terminators in the name of fucking democracy, while being in space as well. Sound fun? Well, gamers, Helldivers 2 has entered the chat. Prepare for 2024's most wholesome game, if you can get in.
Get your ass back here, boy! Open the money. Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
What you doing with your pants around your ankles, you little pussy ass son bitch? Pick up a gun, it's time to shoot some critters in the name of freedom.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Helldivers 2, or as it's also known, Epic Epileptic CPU Melting Genocide Extravaganza. Yet another game that I, the connoisseur of digital playable media, have sacrificed any and all personal hygiene to grind. My house pets? Well, unless they can bear arms and spread the message of our cause, then fuck them. If there's two things this game has taught me, it's one, drone strikes should absolutely be accessible to the public, and two, I didn't think that far ahead. Helldivers has been an absolute blast of a time. My favorite part was spending $60 for a black screen, and if I was lucky, I'd be upgraded to a fully colored loading screen.
Yeah, that's me.
Bruh. I'm happy to report the server issues have been mostly resolved. When you get in, there's actually a fantastic game awaiting you. Helldivers 2 is hectic, rambunctious, and really damn goofy. So kick back and let's explore Helldivers 2 together.
Now let me see your warfare! I need skins! Bullshit! You didn't convince me!
Helldivers 2 has been awesome. Balls to the wall action, an unfathomable amount of explosions, extreme hype fascist propaganda is just what I needed in my life. Think Left 4 Dead 2 and Deep Cock Galactic, but sprinkle in some democracy with thousands of kilotons of explosions and a pinch of hilarious shenanigans, and you've got a high-octane bussing gaming experience. And despite its rough launch, Helldivers 2 is popping off for a reason. It isn't this narrative masterpiece, it's just simply really fucking fun, which in my smooth brain opinion is all that really matters. The great game and gunplay, movement is pretty good, albeit a little limiting at times, except the dolphin dive, that shit is immaculate. Lots of different builds and playstyles, there's simple yet insanely challenging mission difficulty scaling. It's an easy to learn, tough to master kind of game. This game goes hard, and is also very hard. So if you're not a testosterone titan, as well as a mentally ill, cracked Friday night funkin' god, good fucking luck. For reference,
Oh my fucking god.
there are 4 more difficulties. And brother, don't even attempt solo, unless you really loathe yourself. Why, you ask? I'm just some greasy incel who only plays alone. Well, Helldivers difficulty isn't the traditional poop of enemies becoming damage sponges and you receive death in one brush of your epidermis. Upping the difficulty increases the amount of shit on your screen, and the omega cringe category of enemies spawn rate will increase astronomically, such as chargers, bile titans, tanks, hulks, these fuckers, or the real top blokes. So naturally it would scale with the amount of players in your squad, right? Wrong. Whether you play solo or with a full team, you will have 3 bile titans, and they will vomit on you. But difficulty is good in today's instant gratification brain-rotted soft society, I suppose. You can't spell inventory without infant, right lads? Where was I? Helldiving. What is helldiving? Great question, you illiterate swine. Helldiving is the second most powerful tool in dispensing sweet, delectable liberty across the cosmos. Right behind your luscious garments, you must gather your dream team of elite degenerates, arm yourself with immense firepower, and dolphin dive in from the battle bus like ODST, storm the front lines, cull hordes of enemies, and reclaim the land taken from us. Who doesn't like to unwind and unload on hordes upon hordes of Australian wildlife and robo-boys, while simultaneously being ragdolled, trampled, blown to pieces, puked on, violated, and so much more? Sounds like a good time to me. enemy. As a Helldiver, you have access to a large array of weapons and stratagems, which are powerful ordnance items that can turn the tides of battle tremendously. Some support and defensive, and others destructive, all ideal for lots of epic genocide, such as orbital drone strikes, napalm, nerve gas, atom bombs, so much artillery, condensed light, lightning gun, lightning tower, minefields, and so much more. The sheer amount of combinations you can experiment with is bonkers, and finding that filthy blend of stratagems that works for your squad always feels nice. I opted exclusively for stratagems that enabled my intrusive thoughts of committing war crimes to manifest in reality. If there's anything that beats jolly cooperation, it's a friendly neighborhood warhead. But don't you get the wrong idea, puss boys. We ain't here annihilating extraterrestrial threats for no reason, as killing without a purpose isn't very patriotic. Each mission will take you to lush planetscapes, where you'll find resources for upgrades, clash with many types of enemies, and conduct various differing types of operations to thwart the enemy forces, and reclaim the lost sectors in a collective war effort with every other Helldiver. There's no need for me to go over each individual type, as it's nothing new and it just isn't interesting. With that being said, no matter the operation, two things remain a constant factor for each mission. 1. The ever-looming mission timer. Yes, dilly-dallying is considered treason, so you best keep your shit together and get it done. And 2. A set number of lives depending on the amount of Helldivers in the squad. You can only become a quadriplegic so many times. Combine these variables with the absolute clusterfuck of things that can be in pursuit of your ass, and you have a certified brain aneurysm. So if you aren't ready for Helldivers, it will make you its bitch, and that's why I love it. Now for the lore. The Helldivers are an elite force of cryogenically frozen soldiers responsible for the protection of Super Earth and are the greatest line of defense of managed democracy. The entire planet has united in the fight against the enemies of liberty, freedom, and prosperity. The faces of evil are our ex-house pets, the Terminids, that broke loose and have now spread across the galaxy and must be eradicated, and the Clankers, whom are very racist for like no reason. This is all, and if you attempt to look any deeper, you will be swiftly executed. And while there are videos way better than this one going over the lore in great detail, it isn't the focus point if you haven't noticed by now. Helldivers 2 is quite satirical and it doesn't take itself seriously, which I love and suits the game well. Don't let this deceive you though, as I guarantee you will have some of the most hype, stressful, badass cinematic moments in gaming. Helldivers 2 is my current game of the year, and if you or your dog are looking for a fun, lit game to pass the time until the new Elden Ring DLC releases, then what are you doing? Hurry up and get Helldivers 2. And that just about does it for this video, boys. I just wanted to ramble about this game for a bit. So if you made it to the end, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for 10 years of ghost shits. I've been your Lord Maxerus, and bye bye. Until next time.